What's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'm back to talk about Birds of Prey, the emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Let's get into this.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Now, I actually thought that this was absolutely awesome. I thought that there were some parts that were a little cheesy, but I think a big part of this being so good, in my opinion, was that I went in with low expectations. I had no expectations for this movie whatsoever. I actually thought it might have been one of the first DC movies that I had no care about and that was going to completely bomb. Even though I am a big Harley Quinn and Margot Robbie fan, the trailers weren't amusing. The last trailer that they released was probably the best one, but even then I was like, and I think Margot Robbie, all in all, she killed it. She is Harley Quinn. Nobody can take that from her. She has made this character in her own way, but has kept that comic book goofy, comic booky, crazy, wild Harley Quinn that we all know and love. And she pulled it off, man. She pulled it off, and we got more character development. It's definitely that same Harley Quinn that you got in Suicide Squad, even though that movie wasn't the best. It wasn't horrible, but there was good aspects to it, like Deadshot and Harley Quinn. I think Harley Quinn was awesome in that. I wish she didn't cut her hair, but it I guess it goes with the story, her going through the breakup with Joker. And on this one, I'm going to keep it non-spoiler. I'll probably do a separate spoiler review because it just came out, so I want to give people time to watch it. But I wanted to let people know because I know a lot of people in the community were really on the fence with this one. I think if you're a Harley Quinn fan, you definitely will probably enjoy this, because I'm a Harley Quinn fan and I really enjoyed it. But go in there with low expectations. Don't go in there thinking, oh my god, this is about to be the best thing ever. It's definitely really girl driven empowerment, with not really though where they're like shitting on dudes, I would say. But I would say that it's definitely, it's a female superhero movie, maybe more female vigilante hero movie. I think Harley Quinn slayed it. I think Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she was pretty good as the Huntress. I wasn't that crazy about her. There was some scenes where I was like, but there was some scenes where she was pretty badass. But I liked her story. I didn't really care for the costume she got at the end, which she actually, I think maybe it was kind of like definitely like a homage to an original Huntress costume. But there were some funny parts where like she's like, do you know who I am? And everyone's calling her Crossbow Killer, which was pretty funny. Other than that, the Crossbow Killer stuff, that was probably the best stuff. There wasn't that much action with her. A little bit, and there was a cool scene or two, I'd say, but not much, man. I'd say that Margot Robbie and Ewan McGregor were my favorites. I think Rosie Perez was pretty cool as Renee Montoya, super cheesy and funny, which is exactly what she's supposed to be. She's pulling out these like 80 cheesy cop lines, and it just makes you crack up. If you've seen any old school cop shows in your time, it's just, you know what I'm saying, you're just gonna crack up and laugh. I think Ewan McGregor did a great job as Black Mask. There was one or two moments where it was a little goofy because he's so flamboyant and he's so, I don't know, he was a different, he's really not, he dresses really fancy. They didn't go all the way with him and the Victor Zsasz relationship, but they definitely hint at it, and they definitely Victor Zsasz is like in Black Mask's ear the whole time. So there's one point where Roman is going through a breakdown, basically because he didn't get the diamond like he was supposed to, and he hears somebody in the club laughing at the moment of his breakdown, and he flips out and he looks at Zsasz and he's like, is she laughing at me? Is she laughing at me? And Victor Zsasz instigates it by going, yeah, boss, she's laughing at you. And he did this really goofy, deep voice, like he was a straight up like pervert in a way. He came off as like a creepy pervert, like, like, give me the diamond, and then he gets pickpocketed like a dumbass. And then I don't know why he's like, give me the diamond, and then instead of them just walking to the car, he decides he's gonna post up on the wall for a minute. It's like, I don't know, some parts were a little goofy and not needed. I think there's a part with an egg sandwich that went a little overboard. But there was I would say my favorite part about the movie was all the action scenes. There was a lot of really cool action, especially with Harley Quinn. I would say Harley Quinn's action scenes were on point. They were really on point. I believe it was the Wachowski brothers, the guys who work on the John Wick films, and I believe maybe The Matrix as well. They came in and they did the action scenes, and they killed it. They absolutely killed it. I thought that when I'm watching this, because like I said, I went in with low expectations, guys, and I think you'll come out with a pretty high reward. At least, you know what I'm saying. You will be surprised. You will be pleasantly surprised. There will be a few scenes where you're like, this could have been cut out. It is a little overboard. But I think all in all, the action scenes were badass. And, you know, it's one of those movies where there is a lot of females in it, and I think it still worked. I think it still was badass. And, you know, I don't have anything against any of those movies that are completely female-driven. I still go watch them. I have nothing against a female-driven movie. It just needs to be done right, and you don't need to bash men the whole movie, and that just seems to be the go-to. Everybody wants to bash men in these female-driven movies, and I don't know. It's whatever. I really don't care. I don't let that shit make me lose an hour of sleep over it. But I think that this one worked better because it wasn't all about that. You know, it's not screw this guy, screw that guy. The only one they're saying screw is Joker and Roman and Victor Zsasz, and it's like for a right mind, because Victor Zsasz is a creep. Roman is killing people, and he's trying to become the crime boss of Gotham. But I think Ewan McGregor did a pretty cool job. I was pleasantly surprised. There, like I said, there was one or two parts that I was like a little, you know, he's real flamboyant, and he's like, woo, you know, I guess he's trying to pull that rich boy charm, that like a eccentric rich boy mob boss. You know, I think it worked though. I think it worked. He didn't go too overboard with it. Ewan McGregor is a fantastic actor, and I think it worked. But I think 3/4 of the movie was great. I think 1/4 was, you know, not really needed, and I think they could have done the ending a little bit better. But the way that they take some of these guys out at the end were really cool, especially one at the end. And I'll let you guys know ahead of time, there's no credit scenes, there's no mid-credit scenes, but there is like a snippet at the very end, and I don't even think it's really worth it to stay. But I just wanted to give you guys the heads up in case you guys do decide to go see this movie. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll work on my spoiler video, because I wanna, if I keep talking, I'm gonna spoil the hell out of this movie. So let me know if you guys are interested in this movie. Let me know if you guys are gonna check it out. Let me know if maybe my review helped you and made you, you know, decide whether or not this movie was worth it or not. Because I honestly, man, this was the first movie I was like, I have no interest, and I am a Margot Robbie fan, and I'm a Harley Quinn fan, and it just didn't appease me at all. Not at all. But I was pleasantly surprised. I couldn't believe how surprised I was, and I thought, yeah, it was great. I don't know if it's one that I'll be watching over and over. I think it's a movie I thought it was way better than Suicide Squad, though. A lot better than Suicide Squad. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, guys. So Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking about this, and if you guys are excited for me to do a spoiler review on this. Maybe I should wait like a week to do it, give people some time to check the movie out. Maybe I could sit on it and do a little bit more thinking about, some of the plot details and some more of the scenes that happened. And yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out, hitting the subscribe, hitting that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.